Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my third secondary students. Welcome to the second semester of Durus Online. And today we start with Unit 6, which is reading. And this is taken all from your book, Traveler 6. So today we will learn three things, and mostly are related to reading. Number 1, to read fluently. Number 2, to enrich ourselves or to enrich you with new vocabulary. And number 3, to search for specific information. You know, it's easy for number 1. We're going to read and try to read easily and in a nice way and also in a clear way. I'm going to read for you, and you may hold a book and try to practice after me, which is something very good for you. 2, of course, in every reading and after the reading, we're going to see some words highlighted. They have different colors or underlined. It means after every reading, we always ask the students about guessing the meaning, matching vocabulary, and all of these, related or reading related questions. And for number 3, as we can, read and read and read, always we have some comprehension questions. So we ask you to search the reading again, to go to scan and skim and find some specific information, because we have some questions for you about the text just to check if you got it or not. So it's all about reading. Now, if you take a look to the right, we got a picture of a boy who's saving coins and building a coins, and our lesson today is to help you save money. So the question is, do you feel that it is necessary to start saving your money from a young age? Why and why not? So is it important to save money, from early age when you're young? For me personally, I remember we have some plastic collectors or from some, metal collectors when we were young, and we used to take coins and save them so we can buy some stuff for ourselves, or if we need the money, or we take him to spend the money maybe in school. Also, we remember after, Ramadan, we have Eid, so we collect the money from our relatives and moms and dads. So we save the money. Also, we go to some, entertainment city so we can spend the whole money. Also, we have another Eid, which is Eid al-Adha, where we can also take monies and save them. Actually, if we start to save from early age, it would be better for us. Now, most of you are third secondary students, and you're going, maybe some of you will go and live outside Saudi Arabia. You don't have your father and your mother. So you finish high school and you want to study, let's say, medicine or engineering or computer in Europe or US or Australia or Canada or anywhere else. So your father said to you, I will only send you 3,000 riyals every month, and you need to make a budget or control your saving. So in this way, you can really make your life easy, and you're not going to need anyone. So as you can see, it's all about managing your finances, managing your expenses, managing your money. So I'm gonna read for you soon 5 advice or 5 very important tips you need to remember when you start saving money. So many times people say everything, money brings happiness. We'll read about this also. So money may not be the answer to happiness, but it's certainly one of the most important ingredients for a more comfortable and less stressful life. There are 5 financial tips to help you manage your finances well. 1. Save and save and save and save. Begin to save money today. Don't leave it for tomorrow or next week. Start now and you will enjoy the rewards in the future. The simplest way to save is to spend less. 2. Make a budget. Many people think budgets are concerns for big businesses and accountants only, but in fact, everyone should try to make budgets. It simply involves calculating how much you can afford to spend each month in relation to your income. 3. avoid debts. If you have a credit card, remember to pay your bills promptly. Also, do not run up bank fees by exceeding your credit limit or by making late payments. You could happily be spending this money elsewhere. 4. Invest. Investments can make you a lot of money, but you want to invest, or if you want to invest, be wise and do not rush into things. Do lots of research and learn about your market and the chances of success from your investment. You have to be careful where to invest your money because some investments pay better than others. 5. Be informed. Understanding finances is the key to managing them successfully. Make sure you are informed about everything to do with your money. Learn about your bank's terms. Read the small print when you make transactions and take time over any big financial decisions. So we got 4 very important tips for you, even if you want to stay here in Saudi Arabia or travel outside Saudi Arabia, even if you are a student or not. Most of you are third secondary students and you're about to finish and you go to college. Maybe you live in Riyadh, you need to go to Jeddah. Maybe if you're in Jeddah, you need to study in Taif and so on. So you need to have a budget and you need to follow these 5 tips. Because also sooner or later when you finish college, you need the money and you need to make budget. You become husbands and wives and you will run a family. So you need to control your life and control your expenses and make a budget. So as you know, we start with some quiz or evaluation. So guess the meaning of the underlined words. You know, in the reading, we got some words underlined or written or highlighted in a different color. So here for number 1. If you remember in the reading, we said, you will enjoy the rewards in the future. So the word underlined in the white, what does it mean? Does it mean you will enjoy the businesses, the hurry, the benefits, the fulfillment, or the prizes? And you can see we have 5 here and we have 3 here. So 2 will remain off point. So you will enjoy the rewards. It means you will enjoy the benefits. Okay, the benefits in the future. 2, be wise and don't rush into things. Be slow, be careful, and do not hurry things. Okay, so rush, it means to hurry or to do things fast. Number 3, read a small print when you make transactions. In the last tip, number 5, it talked about, the small print and how you make transactions. So what does he mean by transactions? We still have businesses, fulfillment, or prizes. And of course, it's businesses. So read the instructions and penalties and everything you need before you make any transaction. Also, now we start with questions about the text, about the reading. So if I ask you a question to check, did you understand? Do you remember this or not? And choose A, B, or C. So read the text again and choose the correct compilation in the following sentences. So here's the question. Number 1, what does the author say about money and life? You remember in the first paragraph, he compared life and money. You remember, did he mean money is the answer to happiness? B, money can make life easier? Or C, the more money you have, the more stressful your life is? Of course, B is the best answer because he said money can make life easier. It's not the answer to happiness. It makes your life happy, but it's not the only source of happiness. But also money can make your life easy and, better, fast, and a lot of things. 2, what does the author say is the easiest way to save money? You remember we got one way, which is very simple, and it's the opposite of the other. If you control your expenses, if you spend less, you already save money. If you spend money, if you spend more money, you lose more money. And if you spend less money, you save more money. So what is it? To think about the future. He means when you save, the easiest way to save money to think about the future, or B, to put your money in a savings account, or to reduce your spending. And of course, it's C, to reduce your spending. And a third question, what, according to the author, is a way of avoiding paying bank charges? How do you avoid, taxes and extra rates on your credit card or your debt card? So is it by making sure that we do not spend more than the limit set on our credit card, or B, by using debt cards instead of credit cards, or C, paying elsewhere instead of making late payments? And of course, you need, if you take in a debt card or a credit card 10,000 riyals, and you promise to pay them back after a month, if you don't pay them back after a month, you pay more money. So you will have taxes, you will have more rates. So the best way is to remember, if you took money, you need to pay it on time. Question number 4, what does the author mean when he talks about the small print in the final paragraph? In fact, we just read about the small print. What does he mean by the small print? Read the small print before you make transactions. What does he mean by that small print? We got yellow print, we got small print. So does he mean that the small writing we use when we sign checks, or B, the terms and conditions that accompany purchase agreement, or C, the financial advice in newspaper? Of course, it's B, the terms and the conditions that accompany purchase agreement. It means the rules and the penalties, the things you do, the things you can do, the rates, and so on. We call it the small print. All right. So what we have learned today we learned, some reading skills, and we practiced some reading skills, which was, how to read for specific information, and how, also we learned about some new words and how we use them in sentences. And also we tried to guess the meaning of some words by reading again, trying to scan and skim and looking for specific information, and then you study some vocabulary and guess their meaning and how they mean inside the context or inside the sentence. These are the references for the lesson today. The first lesson for your Unit 6, which is the final unit, Traveler 6, Student Book, Teacher's Guide, and some pictures from Google Clip Art. And at the end, for more information and lessons, you can visit our website, ain.edu.sa, follow us on Twitter, ain_edu, and call us on this number for any updates or questions. That was all for today. Thanks for watching this. Until I see you again, have a good day, and Assalamu alaikum.